I did it. So, a word about why I did it. Got the mic with me and everything. I hope the sound is nice. So let's start into this video today where I will discuss getting the iPhone 14 Pro. This baby right here. And here is how I'm going to do this video with no structure at all, basically. I will just call out certain things that I think are important and just discuss them on the go. There's a bird up in here flying around, and share them with y'all. And by all means, this is not a review. These are just my thoughts on this model. Like this camera. In the coming weeks, I will do a couple of comparison videos between iPhone and GoPros, iPhone and Sony camera, maybe other cameras. I don't know. I did the Huawei already. And I will just share my thoughts with y'all. But for the sake of this video, I will just tell you that, in my opinion, the iPhone always nails it with the camera. Apple, at least, they always nail it. So I have a very big trust in the Apple, camera system. I know it's good. And specifically for me, I wanted to go from the 30 FPS, 4K thing on the Huawei. I needed to go to 24 FPS, 60 FPS, 4K resolution, and the iPhone can offer me that. Ecosystem. Now, the ecosystem is something that I've been loving ever since they came out with it. Like Apple, let's be honest, they just force you to use all of their stuff, great marketing, or not marketing actually, but a great business plan, But me having a couple of Apple systems, let's call it that way, devices, and they are pretty well connected to each other. It's just the ease of use, like notes, emails, sharing things. So definitely the ecosystem was one of the things that made me go back to the iPhone. Size and weight differences. Now remember, I came now from the Huawei P30 Pro. I had it for about 4 to 5 years, which is a long time, to this one. Now, I don't want to say by any means that one is better than the other, because I was very happy with the Huawei. However, I'm happy that this one is smaller, so it means that I will not cop the Max. I think it's called that way. I'm not going to get the Max. This is good enough for me. This is the 14 Pro, the charger. Now, this is kind of a 50-50% thing, because I like the environment and I'm pro using less of these, plastics and all of that. I support minimalism, but at the same time, I feel like I'm forced to get this charger that will be way faster. What is it, like 20W, 30W? It's way fat. It charges way faster, so I have to pay an extra, what is it, 25 bucks? Yeah, so that's mixed feelings about it. What's in the box. You will not get a charger. You'll get the USB cable. Crash detection. Yeah, crash detection is just amazing. Nothing more to say about it. I think it's great that someone implemented this, because it can be crucial. Elevation. Now, this is kind of funny, because like a couple of days ago, I dropped a Swiss knife video on y'all. And one of the main reasons that I paid, I don't know, close to 200 bucks for it, is that it shows me elevation, altitude, because I like to know where I am when I'm hiking on mountains. Now, when I'm looking at this compass app on the iPhone, it shows me elevation. Now, I don't know how correct it is, but I feel like if I knew this before, I would not have gotten me the Swiss knife for that kind of money, and I probably would have gotten it earlier. But now I'm happy that I have it, and at least I hope the elevation is correct while I'm on the mountains. I'm gonna check that out and share it with y'all. But yeah, elevation on the iPhone. You don't need nothing extra, I think. Email in one single overview. Now, again, this is relative. I might have been using Android wrong. I don't know, it's all over the place, but I have a couple of email addresses in one place, and it shows me just everything that I need to know. And there's even a little thing in there that if you touch it, click, whatever you want to call it, it brings you to all of the unread emails. So great job, Apple. Really good job. Wallet. Now, you might think it's funny or not, but wallet is one of the main reasons that I got this new iPhone because I was so happy with it, and I remember just going on trips and everything was in my wallet, and festivals and all of those kind of things. So the wallet is a big plus. And again, this might be a feature that I did not find out on Android. I did not know how to use. I saw there's an app, there's a wallet in Android. I never used it, never, you know, this is just out of the box. You know how to use it. And it still picked up on all of my old tickets that are not valid anymore, but still, the ecosystem, you know what I mean? The wallet, I love it. Integrates good and all of that. YouTube, man, YouTube just looks so slick on this phone that it's easy to use. The URL bar conveniently placed down. I mean, that is so cool because when I'm, you know, laying in bed or whatever and I still want to check out some stuff, I just can use it like, you know, here. I don't need to go all the way up there to use it. So that is definitely a plus point. I do like that. Great job, Apple. Finally, they placed widgets or imported them or whatever, they coded them in there. Man, that took a long while. I think Android was doing it like 10 years ago. I still remember having a first Android phone. Man, that was so cool, the clock and everything. Apple woke up and they have it now. So I like what they did with the stacks, you know, putting them widgets in there and all kind of sizes. And nice, all I gotta say about it, you know, it's nice that it's there. I know I'm kind of late to the party probably, but yeah. Oh, and while discussing the widgets, if you're not sure about the 14 Pro or the 14 or all of those phones that do not have the island, what is it called? Super Island, whatever it's called, Dynamic Island. It's not really like a big thing. So if you want to spend more money for that and you don't know what it is, I would say investigate and know what it is, because for me it's literally just showing me the earpods being plugged in. It shows me like when I'm turning the phone to silent and all of that. It's not like a big thing. It's kind of it's kind of this playful thing if you want to, but I cannot give you more info about it. It's just think about it, investigate, and then, you know, pay the extra money. I think those were the main differences for me, the dynamic island and the cinematic mode, which I have never used, I think, until now, because I just don't really like it. But that was for me the step to go to the Pro instead of the 14. I think it also has an extra lens, you know, the tele. All these factors, if you don't need it, you know, you can go for the 14. But for me, I just wanted to have everything. AirDrop is like one of the best things, you know, that I can work with. I know Huawei has it, but I just think this one is way smoother, you know. Even with website addresses, you know, I can just place them on a note, share them with myself in AirDrop, and then they will just come in my downloaded folder, use them, whatever. AirDrop is like, great job. Now here are some relative factors, which I would say they are hard to argue about. Every user uses their smartphone differently, so I don't want to go into like too much of that battling specifics, whatever. But here is what I can tell you from my side. Now, I do not use social media a lot or almost never. So the single social media that I use is YouTube, when I want to just read upon comments, react, check up on some stats or stuff like that. But other than those things, not really on social media. I don't use it for that. You know, this is mainly my agenda, my camera, my travel companion, you know, that's it. So discussing relative stuff like battery, here's an example. Like when I have a full battery and I go to bed like in the evening, I got a battery battery percentage left for about in between 50 to 60%, which is pretty good. Then when I wake up in the morning, I'm charging it up again, which will go to about 80-90% in that time that I'm there, and then use it through the day. So for me, it works out fine, but I'm not using all of those apps the whole day. I'm not calling the whole day and all that. I'm mainly checking up on emails, which is about 1 to 2 hours a day. I'm listening to music, which is probably between 2 to 3 hours a day. And I'm using the camera for about 3 hours a day, really. I do use it a lot. Those are the factors from my side, you know, from my experience with this phone until now. And this is my quick update about the iPhone 14 Pro and why I got it. And there will be some more in the future, but I just wanted to do a quick one. So this is it. Peace out till the next one.